Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Africhill podcast with me right here at the Benz. And so I must say that it's been a minute since we last aired our last show. This is because of some various issues that we've been facing. Of course, as a country, we lost the last time we were live on air. We lost the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We're still in that a state of denial, but then it happened. Today I want to air a very interesting show. We had Pastor Moses here some time back. It was in July. We had him brought here at Africhill, but then we had a very candid conversation with him. And so I'm just here to air the show today. I hope you are going to enjoy and you're going to learn something from this very show, because all that we are focused on right here is letting you learn something new from each and every guest that we bring onto our show. And so I know that you're going to enjoy, and I hope you've been having fun. I hope you are in good health. Every day as you wake up, I pray that you wake up healthy, and so pray for yourself as well for a good health, because health is wealth. And also try as much to connect to as many people as possible. Of course, people of good stature and of good standing in the society, because who you connect with, this saying that goes that your network is your net worth. So you can't be connecting with the the people in your village, and then people who have really they don't really have much, and then you expect to be connected to the right people in power. So you really have to connect yourself to the right people. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in after such a long time, and I am assuring you that we won't be inconsistent next time. So we are going to try as much to upload as many content as possible. So let's just dive in without further ado.
So maybe let's just introduce you to the podcast, and then the next time that you have now time, you'll just tell us, and then talk interview. All right, hello champions, welcome back to the brand new episode of this podcast. We are here with my guy Benz, and today tuko na a very special guest. We are interviewing an elder pastor hizo stroke ziko nyingi, but I'll let you do the introduction. So how are you?
I'm good.
Maybe you can start with your name and then tutaendelea from there.
Thank you. I'm called Elder Pastor Moses Odiambo, as you said. I'm living here in Awendo.
Okay.
I'm a member of Awendo East SDA Church.
Okay.
So I'm a Christian.
You're an Adventist.
I'm an Adventist.
A pastor and an elder.
Yeah, I'm a pastor in making.
How so?
Pardon?
How so? You're a pastor in the making. How so?
Yeah, I'm pastor in the making, Vevo University.
Oh, so you're still in the process of,
I'm still in the
being
process.
being a pastor?
I'm still in the process. I'm in training.
Oh.
But you're already a pastor. Once a pastor, always a pastor.
Yeah, I believe so.
So how long does it take to be a pastor?
Our training take 4 years.
4 years?
We're going for 4 years.
Hey, nimekuwa nikidhani ni kama maybe 6 months, 1 year.
No. It is 4 years. But you know, there is a pastor and a theologian.
So what's the difference? What's the difference between a pastor and a theologist. Any theologist?
Okay, a pastor, being a pastor, that pastorate is a call.
Yeah, true.
It's a call.
And a theologian.
Somebody can be a pastor. Actually, the word pastor is from the word is translated as a shepherd. So when I'm called elder or a shepherd, of which Luo called Jaguar, that fits me. And in fact, that's the best name.
Shepherd.
Shepherd. A shepherd. That's the regional name of a pastor.
Shepherd, how is like
Shepherd.
a pastor related to being a shepherd?
Okay, now the word shepherd in Hebrew, the regional term for the word for the pastor is derived from a Hebrew word, and during the time of Abraham, so shepherds, those who were looking after the animals. So that act of taking care of the flock, okay? Yeah, that act of taking care of the flock. So they were calling the shepherd. So being that a pastor is somebody who takes care of God's flock, so he's called a shepherd. That's where the name pastor comes from.
How is it that the whole pastor thing is so common than shepherd? You know, I feel like it's now supposed to be saying shepherd Moses. So the word pastor is not like pastor ni kisawa ya shepherd.
Now, yeah, it's true. You are right. Yeah. Now in English, it is shepherd in Hebrew translation when you try to read. But now English call it pastor.
Oh, I get it. I get it now. I
That's
get
how
it
it
now.
is.
I get it now. So shepherd in Hebrew.
So now I was explaining that there is a difference between a theologian and being a pastor. And I said being a pastor is a call. Somebody actually can be a pastor even without going for training, for studies. But somebody can go for studies to become a theologian, that I'm going to study theology, but actually you don't have that call of being a pastor, that you can take care of the flock. That is there. Like we are saying that the word for you to call yourself you are a good pastor, we have the abbreviation of the abbreviation call. So the first C is you have the commission, you have the ability, you have the longing, and then the lifestyle, how you live. The four call. So C will call for commission. That commission stands for you as Moses. Ever since as somebody seen that element of being a pastor in you, that somebody can, well, now uko fiti. Why don't you go for this? That's commission. Somebody seeing that in you. Vile nakuona, you fit to be a teacher.
You know, when you umesema hivyo nika confirm from someone here who told me the same thing.
That is now commission. As somebody ever commissioned you that you fit to go for this. That as in people can see that in you. That is that. And then
let me talk to somebody.
there is also what we call ability. Are you able? Okay, people can tell you go for this, but you yourself, you should evaluate yourself. Do you really are you really able to do what? To fit that call of being a pastor? That is ability. Then there is what we call longing. Do you long for that? The longing, where comes that? So I'm now a pastor, and then accidentally I'm done what? I've transferred myself to another maybe occupation. When I'm there and then I advance, will I be just comfortable? if you're comfortable there, then you know that you are not fit to be a pastor. But when you transfer from being a pastor and then you go to another commission, and then you will prosper, you find a very greener pasture, and you still feel I'm lacking something in me.
There's always some space,
there's
some
space
doubt
in your heart.
It tells you, I might be making it, but
I'm missing something.
Yeah, there's something you're missing. Then
you know that
that is your call.
That was your call.
Yes.
And then there is the lifestyle. You may have all those, but the life you live, the character, what people sees in you, people are saying, is this really? Like, how people view a pastor, how people, the perspective that people have in you. There's
the perspective that we have.
Once somebody's called a pastor, you should live this kind of life.
Yeah.
And so when people see that different, and then people start questioning, is this really a pastor? So those have to be there.
So you have to be like, you've just mentioned 3 other perspectives of how to even just become a pastor, and there's the calling one, there's the people who lifestyle yake pia lifestyle yake imemweka tu like lazima awe hiyo shit, and then there's people wenye sasa call tu imemfanya lazima afanye hiyo because ana feel kama bila kuwa pastor ana feel there's a very big space, there's a gap in his heart, anafanya hustle zingine lakini bado there's a call, kuna kitu kinamuita awe huko. So your satisfaction, I think kuna watu wengi sasa wamekuwa na that that pure satisfaction in their lives until ikafika some point where you've done something perfectly well, but then inafika point ingine you feel like there's something I'm missing in here. You can be a very successful businessman,
sure, but
then in your success and everything, you don't feel really complete. It doesn't really complete you.
Exactly.
So una feel there's a gap that lazima we try. So how do you know that there's like this is really because pastorate is all about, it's mostly about calling. It's mostly about the call. How do you know that this is really a call from God? Because people, different spirits can call you. There are people who are pastors out here and they're led by the spirit of the demons. There are people who are pastors here when you're nasema manzi mimi I can do this because ni ule mtu mwenye mimi nimeona msemo mwenye anaweza tu gather wase and people can really listen to him. Unaona, he's a very good public speaker. So anaambia bro, hii skill uko nayo babu na pastorate wewe unaweza kuwa na mbogi. Unaweza kuwa na mafan sana. So anza church yako kidogo ni nini upate mado. That's how people start their churches. Because there are people who are just good at public speaking.
Yes.
And because they can convince others to just join their faith,
and
they have very
good
big
speakers.
Yeah.
Public speakers.
Yeah. So sijui kama hiyo factor pia ina merit kuwa
ina merit, but now
the pastorhood
we say that you cannot be a good pastor if you cannot protect
your flock,
the name.
Oh, so jina lazima
uheshimu, like say protect. You may be good in public speaking.
Yes.
You may be good. People may commission you.
Yes.
Go for this.
Yes.
You may have that longing.
Yes.
That for sure people are telling us should go for this. And then if I start my own church, I have many followers. You see, I can do this.
Yeah, people have started by just that. The whole concept. Yeah.
But now there is the lifestyle now. The Bible says I'm a pastor. Now I also need to relate with the Bible.
Yeah.
That you will know them by the fruits. By their fruits.
Okay. That is new.
Yeah. You'll know that this is a true man. This was a true call by the fruit that he produces or she produces.
Okay.
So a good tree is identified by good what? Fruits. So
I
you
feel
can
like
be a good public speaker. People can commission you. You are good at this.
Yes.
But the fruits, what people see is now that's not the lifestyle.
Okay.
What people see is behind. The kind of life you're living is totally different.
But I feel like a pastor or a shepherd should not be judged by his life or her life, but the words and the messages that someone can be very, very good at, just sending you to heaven without going to heaven himself. Like Moses, he was very good with the Israelites, sending them to Canaan, but he didn't even reach Canaan. He just saw him. Doesn't mean that he was not a servant of God. Doesn't mean that he was not like he was imperfect like any other person. But he was good at leading them too. But he didn't really go to Canaan.
Now, the Bible says in James, faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
Now, there is, even in school, we have what we call theory and practical.
Yeah.
Now, what proves theory?
The practical.
Is the practical.
Yes. You might do your practical, but you're not like you're not getting the A, the practical, but the theory part of it. Yeah, you might be getting the B in practical, but an A in theory.
So, but no. Like now, let's look at life.
Yes.
When somebody, your papers reads that you are a material.
Yes.
Now you are brought on the ground.
Yes.
You are employed in a company.
Now where is it deliver?
You can now not deliver. Now, what matters?
Upon the practical matter. Yeah.
And practical matters a lot.
Yeah.
You've gone to a driving school. You have the license, and now you are given
a vehicle.
Endesha now.
There's a sasa.
Umeshindwa tena
Umeshindwa.
I get it.
What matters there is what?
Practical. So in pastoral peer.
So also in practical, you may be good in public speaking.
Yes.
But at the end results, people want to see the practical.
How are you living your life?
But I've seen many people like, okay, my problem is I've seen many pastors fail at that practical point. That's why you're being advised that, bro, usiangalie kenye msee anafanya, focus on the message. If the message can really heal you, you want me imagine if I start focusing on your history right now, I won't listen to what you're saying because I must find a question mark. No one is perfect.
Sure.
Sahi nikianza tu dig deep about your life. Nitapata ma question mark nyingi usema buda mimi Mose story pastor bana azi mimi aniambishe tunaona. So I'll have that attitude. So because I don't want to have an attitude, I don't want to have an attitude towards you. I want to focus on the message that you're preaching. If it affects me, if it deliberately, saves me from some sin that I've been doing, or give me some new light, about something, about some fellowship, about the word of God, about you living with Christian, living with general people, I'll take that message and it will help me.
You're right, but remember, we also say that even Moses, you talked about Moses.
Yes.
When God called Moses, God took him for a training.
Very true. Yeah, about the tests and everything.
When God calls somebody, actually, even the characters of the Bible, generally, let's take the life of Paul.
Yeah.
The worstest.
Yeah, he was Saul and then he was killing Christians and then...
Somebody once told me, ati siku moja Stefano atakutana na Paulo mbinguni.
Na atapambana
no. Bwana
Yesu
bwana.
Ndo mtu
alibada the one who is in the wrong place. Stefano atasema, huyu jamaa,
Nandy alinipiga na mawe pale.
Alinipiga na mawe.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There's something wrong here. Now, what am I saying that? God, when God calls somebody, He doesn't consider your background.
Yes, very true.
But when He calls you, He changes your life.
Very true.
And then after changing your life, He expects us now to live that new life.
Very true.
So when I'm called myself a pastor who is called,
Yes.
My history may be dark.
Very true.
But now I should be transformed because that call should change my former life.
Very true.
You may stick to my former,
But you're a new person.
but I'm a new person. But now the problem is, if somebody has been called himself has been called, but has refused
To change.
to
That's a problem.
that's now the problem.
Now that brings me to my question. I know I was away. Your time you couldn't define the term call, but I have people who've been called in the Bible, and they were being called like, the literal calling. Moses, Moses, remove your shoe, for this is an holy place. We have again ule mwenye alikuwa ni Samuel.
Yeah, the one mwenye alikuwa dream, yeah.
Somebody call me.
Did you call me?
No.
Go back to bed.
Go on.
Kaambia ukisikia hiyo maneno tena.
Samuel. Ati ukiitwa tena, we jibu, yes, I am here, God.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, nani pia akaitwa Paul. Paul, why are you persecuting my people? Why are you persecuting me?
Yes.
So ndio kwa Bible watu walikuwa naitwa na Mungu, hiyo voice ya Mungu.
Literally nasikia.
Mungu alikuwa anawaita wasee. Siku hizi mnaitwa aje? Ama siku hizi kwa ndoto tu wewe unaitwa aje? Moses. Wewe pia ni Moses.
I can answer your question. Okay, I don't know how you answer it.
But you want to
answer it, but I just want to try because there's a time nilikuwa nasikia hii the whole concept the calling, this modern calling kwa this famous pastor from Nigeria into I'll just remember TD Joshua. I think ni yeye. Alisema that squeezy, with Jesus coming and dying for our sins and everything. Iliwashizo like the whole concept yenye your lineage yenye God angekuja tu from like is holy whatever to being just out here and calling people literally iliisha. Na venye tulikuja tukamadam toi wake. So squeezy lazima tufanye vitu through Jesus. Unaona? That's why we pray through Jesus. That's why we even cast demons out in Jesus name. So imekuwa more of tuko na middleman side.
So ni mtu anakuja tuseme sasa hivi unataka kuwa pastor.
Utasikia ka voice Jolly Daddy.
Lime. Yeah. Because nani was called na nani. You see like Jesus Christ aliitwa baada ya Yesu kufa by the way.
Jesus Christ aliitwa baada
not Jesus Christ, huyu Paul. Aliitwa after the death of Christ.
Ile story by the way.
And it's Christ who called Paul now. Christ ndio sasa aliita Paul.
So now sasa kuna story ya God. But then before story ya Jesus, I think before Matthew, before story ya Jesus, God alikuwa so direct na every prophet, every king, every from the story of Israel, King David, Solomon, nini hao watu Abraham, God alikuwa anaongelesha direct. Lakini after Jesus tu hivi unapata saa imekuwa very different. Lazima utasikia voice, maybe a donkey or something. So my question is why is that change now coming by?
Na tuanze na wewe uliitwa aje? Ulisikia sauti kwa ndoto au ulikuwa unatembea tu?
Okay. Theology.
Yes.
My lecturer told me, I can remember that theology is bisecting God. You bisect God. Like I remember when I was in high school, we bisected it was I remember it was
an angle. How are you maths?
We are here because we want to know. Mbona judge?
And then you want
nani
internal organs of a living thing. You can bisect.
We know what bisecting is.
You know. So theology is bisecting God. As in you want to know
God kwa theater kabisa. Then now you want to just
know
parts
God is of God.
Yeah.
But actually we still cannot reach to know who God is.
The eternal organs.
Now, to answer your question, God mara nyingi amekuwa akizungumza na watu in a language that generation can understand better.
Okay.
Like in the Bible. You see, kuna watu wanaita Mungu Elohim. Some call him Yahweh. Why different names? There are those who believed that God, you cannot meet God in person. Now you are interacting with God. Who are you to meet God? Those were the Yahweh. you are not even supposed to call the name of God, that name Yahweh. Who are you? A human being. God is somebody so distant. You cannot interact with him. And there are those people who believe that God is a friendly person. It's somebody who can come and sit, you talk, like you see, we are given that God visited Abraham, God called Abraham when Abraham was Abraham, go and do this. You see that?
Yes.
So those were the people who believe that God is somebody who can interact with the human being. But there is a generation that believe that God cannot interact with human being. You cannot see God. You cannot see God. God can only speak to you through vision or a dream, and then that is it. But not just a natural sound that Moses, today I want you to be a pastor. Go to Bugema and study.
Oh, so it's more of the belief.
So it's more of the belief.
So God works according to the belief.
Now God works as per how we can understand him better. There's at our generation, there's how we believe that we can understand God. You know, even the issue of pastor. People believe that pastor, a Christian believe that pastor connects us with God. Between normal church members or believers and God, there is pastor. That's why somebody can go to a bishop, go to the padre, the Catholics, they go a priest, pray for us. Okay? Like even our friends, the Catholics, okay? You go to the priest, and then the priest can pray for you, intercede for you, and then you believe that through what the priest has done, then he has connected you with you and your sins are forgiven. You see that? So there's that generation that believes that for you to interact with God, there must be a mediator, a pastor, something like that. And that's somebody, I have a problem, and my problem can only be listened to when I go to a pastor. When a pastor prays for me, I know God is going to. Hiyo ni sure bet. Hiyo ni Mungu anaenda kujibu.
Yes.
So that is that. Now, how do God call his people?
In the current...
In the current. This call is a conviction. We started by that. Tulisema ya kwamba you just feel that there's something pushing you. You're missing something. It's a conviction in your life that I should go for this. It's just a conviction. Yeah, it's just a conviction.
So you feel...
So that thing it's a spiritual thing. It's not something that a natural source of... It's just a conviction in you. People may commission you, but the very important thing, do you have that conviction in you, in your heart, that you should go for that? In such that when you don't go for that, you feel there is a gap.
There's a gap in your heart, yeah. And that is what we're talking about, the gap.
That's that. Now, like me, just to give my, maybe a short life history. No, I first did accounts.
Yes.
I'm an accountant, and I got a job here in Nairobi with the Post Bank. And then I remember when I left that, and then I moved to being a pastor.
You left being an accountant. You just up and left.
Because and then people were like, no. No, because it was the issue of Sabbath. Because we wanted to work on every day, even on a Sabbath, okay? But to me, I feel I should not
be working on a Sabbath.
Okay, and then somebody tells you, no. We have to, for life, You have to get money. Even in church there, we need money. You see something like that.
Yeah, but I've seen people who are Adventists and they work in the bank and they work on Saturday.
And then,
they go to the church from like maybe 7 to 10. Because most of the banks open at something 9 to 10 on Saturday. Then by 12 they're closed. So they just go there for 2 hours. Then they go back to church.
That's now. Now that will now bring us back to conviction. Because to me, I feel, what does the Bible says? And not the Bible, but what does the God, who is my creator, instructs me to do
on a Sabbath.
On a Sabbath. How should it be?
Adventists.
Not Adventists.
Sabbath.
God
is one thing.
God. Not even Adventists. God. You know, when you talk about Adventists, like some people,
you guys really respect
Christians, some forget that they are Adventists. Because the word Advent is anybody who is waiting for the second coming of Jesus Christ.
But you know, you've really owned that name. Then if it's anyone, then here in the world, as long as we're Christians, then we are all Adventists. You see,
anybody who believes.
I believe in God, and I'm really waiting for his
second coming. You are an Adventist.
Yeah, but you guys have really
owned it.
You really owned that name. You know, like keep the Sabbath day clean, and you even left your job because it was going against your Sabbath.
Good, because
that is
it is not the denomination, but it is God. You know that it's not all about denomination.
Yes.
It's all about God. So when somebody, you see that, when somebody leaves that, does that, then there's that conviction in him that no,
you're going there and you're very uncomfortable.
I should not go against. Not against the doctrine of my church, but against the will of my Creator.
That has been taught to you by your church. You see, there's someone who must have,
and I believe,
you know,
So that is that. Now, our call is a conviction. We are convicted to do that. When you are convicted, you are fit to go for that. That is all about.
So you felt that conviction every single time that you're going to the
I was
to the
very comfortable, and somebody tells you, oh, why don't you know? You see, why don't you just know? You'll balance. But I felt no. I'm
so
just okay.
From day one, you are an accountant at a bank, and you are not attending the Saturday job because you are going to church. What happened and what really happened? What transpired? Like you said, you are working in the bank, and banks work on Saturday, and Saturday is your church day. It's a very holy day for you. So how did you manage that? Because you're working in a bank, and now you have to go to church on Saturdays, and there's the bank there, which they require you to be there on Saturday. So how did you balance that?
Now, that actually now brings me to what I wanted us to introduce now.
Yes.
I want to lay this foundation.
Yes.
We have two things. We have human being and life. Those are two different things. You are a living human being. As you are, as I am.
Yes.
I'm a living human being.
Yes.
Then there is life. What is life? That is now, it's like a road which is being followed. It has ups and downs. Ups and downs. Now, what between human being and life, which should design which should shape which? Do you understand me? Between
Human being and life.
you as a living being and the life which you live. That is what what you go, the experiences, the challenges. You see, that is life. those things, all those are life. We go through
them.
We go through them.
Yeah.
So, which should design which? Should life design you, or you should design
how you live
life?
your life.
I think it's more of the same.
Yeah?
I think it's more of the same.
And it's quite a challenging question because
It's more of the
you
same.
see, there are situations where challenges will design you. Kuna venye ukishapitia through something utakuwa zile za manze mimi hii kitu ishanifunza sitawahi pitia njia tena. And then kuna place pia wewe tu na decide manze mimi nataka maisha yangu ikuwe hivi. Mimi nataka experience mimi kwangu lazima tukulange mkate daily. Kuna mwingine pia kwetu lazima nikulange jideli daily. Unaona vitu kama hizo. So hiyo swali
what I think is that I think there's a time like it's just said. I think there's a time that life will design you, and there's a time that you will design life. So it's just a balance. Just get the balance on how you live your life. Because there's a time where the control will be higher on the life's part, and you'll have no control at all. And then there's a part where you just have total control of your life. And now if you have control over your life, then it will be you controlling the paths that you should be following.
You're right. But now this is the problem.
Yes.
You cannot. Okay, I'm talking now as a pastor.
Yes.
You cannot design life. Life cannot design you.
So who designs who?
God designed me. I was created by God. And God gave me life.
And brought you the challenges,
Then God also, when God created man, and then he placed man and said, you can now live. God designed life. And God knew in life there is ups and downs. But God gave man an instruction on how to go through life.
Yeah, that's
You get
right.
me?
Yeah, that's right.
God gave man an instruction on how to go through life. If you go this way, at the end, you'll be successful. When you go the opposite, then there is failure.
I feel like the choice was already made to us, for us. Yeah, in the Garden of Eden, the choice, the first ever living human being already messed up. So we just the products.
Okay, that's not another thing.
There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, it's like someone who's giving you a choice, but you don't really have the choice. When you think about it deeply, you'll know that you don't really have a choice. Because every day that I pray, every day that you pray through Jesus Christ, and you say, God, do as you may. You just try to make His will align with yours, or your will aligned by His. We try to force, because you can't even know that it's 5:04. You can't even know what will be happening in 5:05. At 5:05,
Sure.
It's really His plan, but He already knows it. So you cannot tell me that you're giving me a choice when you already know what is going to happen, and you already made the choice for me, and the consequences are already there for me.
Okay, we have a choice.
Yes, we do.
We have a choice.
But I'm just trying to say that
Because,
we have a choice, but we don't have a choice.
Okay, we have a choice, but each choice we make has its consequences. The choice is with us. But now, that's a loving God. That gives us the love of God, shows us the love of God.
If you have your conviction about being a pastor, you see, it's something that you have in you.
Yes.
You'll even become a president, but until you become a pastor is when you get the completeness, you feel the completeness in you. So there is someone who's given you that gift of being a pastor from the day you're born. But he lets you just find your own way. But just wejua tu cheza tu but jua tu utakuwa preso. So imagine anakuona ukienda kwa witch doctor, kuna time umekuwa msanii, anakuangaliaga tu wejua tu nilishakufa. Mimi nilishakuwekea hii. So do you really have a choice? No. Hauna choice, ni vile sasa anakuacha kwanza ucheze tu kama wewe kwanza, but you know finally that I'm telling you, there's no one who goes against God's will.
You know, it's okay. It's like you're trying to say that
Yes.
the destination
Yes.
of every person God has designed.
Kuna zenye zina
Yeah, life
kuna
is
kuna zenye
kinda
shetani anakujaga na review plan. Yeah, the people who destination yao inakuaga design nyingine.
Come up with something.
Yes.
God has good plans for us.
Very true.
Everybody.
Yes.
But the moment you mess out this by making a wrong choice, you end up to the wrong direction.
Yes.
But that doesn't God designed that wrong one for you.
So I want to just ask you a question.
That was your choice.
Okay.
The only thing which is there,
Yes.
God has given us all these things, but He has given us the freedom to choose where we land.
Yes.
If you choose the wrong side, you land on the wrong side. If you choose the right side, you land on the right side. But He has given us all the opportunities, and He will follow you up to make sure you make the right choice. But it is you to make that choice, not God to force you to make it.
So let me give you an example. Nataka kuambia I want to depict a very vivid example. You're hungry. You're hungry. Mtu amekuja amekuwekea ugali hapo. Unaona? Amekuwekea chakula kitamu hapo. You are hungry. Unaona? Anakwambia that, bro, najua you're hungry. And this is a room and there's food there. Unaona? You can do anything you want, you know, but definitely if you are hungry, because ashake your hunger in you. Seti, it's not like you are hungry by decision. You are hungry by default. You know, like he's created you afakachukua hiyo hunger kaika kwako by default. Unaona? It's not like unacheza kwanza, alafu unachoka, alafu unakuwa hungry and then unakumbuka kuna chakula. No. Uni mtu mwenye tayari amechukua hiyo hunger kaika kwako because yeye ndiye amekuumba. So amechukua that hunger akaeka kwako. So atasema, bro, you have a choice to eat. Amekwekele you must eat. But before you eat, cheza kama wewe. But wewe jua tu vizuri that kuna point itafika hii hange imefika mazi no, I must just eat now. That is not someone who is giving you a choice. That is someone who is trying to just make you free for a little bit before you do what you are really meant to do. You are really designed to do. So kuna time yenye unaweza just relax, acha nimalize tu ndio uniulize. Kuna time fulani yenye you might die before you eat. Kuna time fulani that you might maybe unaweza pata chumi yako fulani ya kupata chakula yenye si hiyo yenye alikuwekea, unaona? So those are the situations where unapata kuna mtu mwenye was meant to be a pastor. But alienda akakuwa maybe msanii ama alienda hata akakuwa ule mlevi na nini na akakufa kwa ulevi. He was meant to be a pastor, but he never made it to become a pastor. And then kuna mtu mwenye kwa hiyo ulevi yake alienda kalewa kwa maisha yake yote, and then from something happened kwa hiyo ulevi na karudi tena akakuwa pastor. Unaona? So these two people ni watu walipewa tu choice. Ni vile mmoja tu alikuwa na kabati fulani. I think maybe the way he moved or God's hapo sasa ndo tunaita God's favor. Through God's favor alipatiwa ka second chance akakuwa huko. But unapata huu mlevi pia kuna ka second chance alipewa huko, lakini juu make the wrong choice bado yakakufa kwa ulevi. So it's not mimi I feel ni kama God anatupea choice lakini pia atupei choice.
Anatupea choice.
Very true.
That food yenye unasema uko you are hungry, you have the food, you can decide and eat it and not die, or not eat it and you die.
Yes.
So that's what God has given.
But either way, sema kwa hiyo hunger by default
to choose life, and that is from the beginning. Akatuambia this is how you should live. In fact, everything which we are using in this world, Mungu aliumba kwanza ndiye akaumba binadamu. So you didn't have a point where you say, God, mbona umeniumba na kuna matunda hapa? Matunda was there. Everything we are using, they were there before we were created.
This is what's happening.
Yes.
God created a perfect man. Okay, now let me use this analogy. God, at the very beginning, clothed us
Yes.
with the clean clothes.
Yes.
we were very clean. With our choice,
Yes.
Okay.
we fell into a ditch
Yes.
and dirtied ourselves.
Yes.
Ni sisi wenyewe tulijichafua. Then after that, God brought another new cloth and placed in front of us. And then he said, you had no option, but because of my love, I've given you this new what?
Garment.
Garment. It is you to decide whether to do what? Remove the dirty one, pick the what? The new one. Sure, you don't shame yourself. Or you decide to the new what?
The
Cloth.
garment, yes.
Garment given. And
Dirty one.
the dirty one. At the end, when the guest or any visitor comes, it's you will be ashamed. But the choice is with you. God has done his part because of his love. So we have a choice.
I'm
We
not
have a
even
choice.
against that. I'm saying we have a choice. But I'm also saying we have no choice.
Why?
We have both, like we have both no choice
know,
and a choice.
You know, it doesn't force you. God will not force that you must do this. You must face this. Your destination must be this. Actually he said, what he said is in Jeremiah 29:11, that for sure God wants good. He have good plans for us. God's desire is that we prosper in a life. But now that that road, the ups and downs, you see, how we decide to go, we make our choices. You know, when you're climbing a hill, somebody will tell you, the instructor will tell you that for you to climb this hill easily until you reach the peak, don't go direct.
Cheza na cheza na miandas kidogo kidogo.
Kidogo.
Una mienda hadi
You see,
unafika.
you'll find yourself there.
Yes.
But some would say, why must I go all that round? Just want to go direct. You see that? And then you unang'ang'ana, unafika mahali umechoka sana, hatuwezi, unaanguka. You see that? So God has given us how to go through life. He knows there is ups and downs, but there is that direction God has given, the instruction. If you are in this situation, do this. In this condition, do this. In this condition, do this. When you follow the instructions, you will.
I agree with you by the 100% about the instruction and about God giving us the just I mean to pay some instruction on how to prosper and how to just maneuver in life. Hapo niko na wewe 100%. Unaona, the problem that I always have in life, that's why I think somewhere in my life, I think maybe it's been maybe 3 years back or something, I already decided that I already knew that I don't have a choice in this life, and I know very well who is the controller. That's why every time that I pray that, bro, God, naweza kuwa nasema hizi vitu zote, naweza kuwa nadai hizi vitu zote nakwambia, but maybe usidai. So wewe cheza kiwewe, wewe do it according to your will. Unaona? Because mimi nitasema sahi, because we were in this podcast interviewing some guy, and he was telling us that if your destiny, if God destined you to be somebody, you'll be that hata upende, hata upende usipende utakuwa hapo. And I was confirming with my mom, because I'm an artist right now, and I confirmed, like, mom, kuna time fulani you wanted me to be a priest, and ulikuwa unataka niwe priest, ulikuwa ni kitu ulikuwa unataka tu niwe priest, ama una feel ilikuwa ni God's destiny for your child to be a priest. Akasema ni kitu ilikuwa mimi nilikuwa nataka, mimi nilikuwa ningetamani sana uwe priest, but hakufanikiwa, but God pia kuna ways zake, za kufanya hivyo. So mimi I was reasoning that I might be wasting time singing, You know, I might be wasting time rapping and I'm in the clubs, I'm in the events and everything, but maybe yote ni season 2 fulani yenye God amenipea. Acha tuacheze, acha waste time hapo. Namkujia. Bado niko na mashughuli zingine na wase, but I'm coming, So that's why squeezy I try to just converge my will with him, because there's nothing that that God doesn't know. There's nowhere that he is not around. He's omnipresent, omniscient, he knows everything, he's universal. So just to be safe, I reason out that unajifanya umetupea choice, but hujatupea choice for real. Acha sisi to live life. I'm weak. I know my I know my weaknesses, and kuna time fulani that I will fall tests and temptations, and I will still go to the same God kumomba forgiveness, and God hapa hata wewe uliona hapa singe pass, but because I'm your child and because I believe in you, you will just have to forgive me so that we can just pass hizi vitu zote, because hii direction yenye God amepeana, I'm still convicted that lazima happen kwa maisha yangu, because I try to listen to my inner self, and maybe just something to yenye iko, because I believe that tumeumbwa na our inner self, that there's a spirit of God that just talks to us. So una choose kama unataka tu kuignore msemo mwenye anaongea na wewe ama unataka kumsikiza. So kuna point tunasikia, kuna point I feel like everyone atafika yenye haitakuwa more about him. Ukishakuwa mjanja tu utajua vizuri that you will struggle, you'll do everything, but there's a destiny, there's a formula that God alikuwa shakuwekea formula. Hata kama wewe ni nani, you'll just have to. So that is really not a choice to me.
We also need to understand,
yes,
that there is a God who is God,
yes,
and who is human being. God is our designer, and is the controller,
yes,
of everything. Like your point,
yes,
or your view,
yes,
you may support it. Let's take the issue of Jonah.
Uliona venye
aliamua
alisikia shit na kaamua yeye anaenda the way yake,
God anamwambia wewe, lakini mwishowe
akarudi tu bado
penye God Mungu alikuwa anataka.
Yes,
that is that. But sometimes God can do that to teach us that is our designer. He can design us,
yes,
as he wants.
yes.
Now what he wants is that we should surrender our life to him. That's why I'm saying that we are struggling with life. People are struggling with life today.
Yes.
People want to prosper or manage life by their own.
Yes, yes, yes.
But God wants that you cannot manage life or design life by your own. I am the controller. I am the controller. Depend on me. That's why the Bible says that commit everything that you want to do in my hands,
yes,
and you will
succeed.
Yes. So when we commit everything, when we surrender that, you are planning to do this.
Yes.
You want to start this business. You have your plan. I want to start from point A, point B, for this. All those, commit them to who?
God.
In mind that you cannot achieve them by yourself.
By yourself. Very true.
Because that the life you are having,
yes,
that you want to achieve your plans, that life is God-given. Because if God takes that life, He is able to do that. If God, Mungu akichukua tu hiyo hai, bado utaendelea na plan zako. Hawezi.
So feel that contradiction that you just said. Una feel that contradiction that you just said, that huyu ni msemo mwenyewe and is decide level that you're not living. Na hautaishi, unaona? Because he has that much power over you.
Yes,
but
power.
At some point pia anakuambia okay sawa nimekuacha. Acha unanibo but nimekuacha. Acha tuone venye utaenda.
He's a loving God.
So kuna time fulani he shows his side of love to other people. He shows his side of jealousy to other people. He shows his side of control to other people. Because you can even say from the story of Israelite man. God alikuwa instruct wale wase waende waue. Na waue kila kitu na wabani kila kitu, even the children, even so he shows that cheki mimi anyone that comes against me or my people me huamaliza kabisa completely. But kuna time fulani you see there's someone like Saul who goes and kills Christians and whatever and he comes and delivers him from that, unaona. So for him
from a killer to a pastor.
From him it's more of his message. Anakuwa na a very specific message to every specific generation. So mimi nimemwelea squeezy I've tried ni kama nyinyi mlienda mmepeleka God kwa theater. Now you guys are very smart and you guys are very knowledgeable but bado mja find the core because you cannot find. So me feel ni kama yani kila mtu tu apate like pair yake ya God, unaona? Wewe unamjua yeye kwa mtu mwingine loving wewe jua hivyo. Mimi hajai ni show love yote manze. Sasa mimi namjua kama mtu fulani mwenye is very revengeful and whatever. Mimi namjua hivyo. Kuna mtu mwenye the people are atheists out there that watakwambia Buddha me am atheist, I don't believe in God because of this and this. Nimeona venye mimi time masango alikuwa na daddy God alikuwa hakuwa. Hii imenifanyikia amekuwa hakuwa. Hii si imenifanyikia afuna dai kuniambia kuna someone in heaven looking at mimi si believe. Na kama yuko anionyeshe that yuko. Ndio sasa ni change my mind. There are a lot of scientists here who never believed in God, but God can show up some things that maybe in one of their investigations that now they believe in God. Wakuja kusema nyewe jo tunasemaga that tunaweza prove kila kitu but hapa we saw the miracle and the hand of God huko. So mimi I feel like in topics that just discussing God, I feel like no one can really know God 360.
You cannot.
Unachukua tu piece yako know the best that you can understand from your Bible or maybe from your pastors or people that translate it for you. Unachukua tu ile part unaweza understand, unaenda nalo kama uwezi unakuja Pastor Moses. Hapo inanisumbua rada ni gani? Just give me
unaelewa
hapa wewe una understand kiaje. But the people who I feel like you see this Christianity. Mimi I didn't have a choice. Mimi I'm not a Christian by choice. Hakuna mtu mwenye mimi sikuwa na choice. Mimi nimezaliwa na Christian family so I had to just become Christian, unaona. But kuna watu sasa wamekuwa na hiyo choice ya unazaliwa afu unapelekwa kuna some age unapelekwa kwa mosque, unapelekwa kwa the Buddha, afu unapelekwa kwa Christendom pia afu unaambia bro hapa kuna Jesus, hapa hivi kuna Buddha na hapa pia kuna story ya Allah. So wewe utachagua ni gani unaendea. Because yuko maybe 12 or 16, uko na countries zingine kama sisi zenye you're an adult when you're 18. So unapelekwa. Now you make your choice. But sasa itakuwa ni more from 18 years old to maybe the day you die ulikufa kuna jua that nilikuwa najua Yesu ni nani, nilikuwa najua Buddha ni nani, nilikuwa najua Muhammad ni nani, lakini nikachagua ule mzee ama nikachagua the God of our India, nikachagua akao ndio awe god yangu according to my choice. But sisi because me and you we won't talk about your experiences and maybe you're bringing up because it takes a lot of time. But it's just I can guess that you are born from a Christian family. And then from that sasa umekona that Christian upbringing, and that religious upbringing. So umekuwa ile design yenye umeonyeshwa mbinu zote za Yesu na Christendom na like unajua everything, and then now you go again and study, and sasa hapo sasa ndio umepeleka God theater na ushajua kona zote. Uzijua zote but you know most of the corners that we don't know. Inamaanisha you are very convicted into this designing sahi a Muslim akikuja na kuongeleshe bro atachukua wiki moja kukuconvince. Na maybe it's the right way to go, by the way. Maybe being a Muslim is the right way to go. Like maybe God sahi is a Muslim na anatuangalianga sisi wa Kristo anasema hawa sasa walipotea. Kuna mtu tu alikuja maybe in 15 14 huko akakuja karibu dunia. Sasa unafika 19, unafika 20, unapita majenzi sasa unabelieve kitu. But it's a rot that started way back. So sisi, we're just products of the sin. And we can't do anything about it. The best we can do is, let us just hope that Pastor Wasafi atatufungulia scriptures na atatuambia some perspective on how to live with people and how to live with God and how to live by God's instructions. Ndo tuone kama tuta. It's more of mimi siendagi church. I don't go to church most of the time. And watu wanashangaa mbona I'm not against any church because sionagi hiyo the difference. Now nimemekizi vitu like in my mind nimeona nimeenda SDA. I've gone to East, I've gone to Central, nimeenda Catholic huku juu, nimeenda to different churches. And I feel like it's the same concept. It's God that inaitwa pale. So maybe the ways that an Adventist ataenda na an Catholic ataenda ni different. Ni kama ile story uko unaniambia Buddha time yenye watu watapatana heaven mbinguni, wanasema Buddha huwa deserve kukua hapa. Utapatana na Mkatoliki mbinguni unasema no, cheki. Siwezi kaa hapa kama wewe mtu yuko hapa. Tulia. Moja. So I just want you to discern for me how comes the world is that way? How comes kuna perspective yako wewe yenye tagongana na perspective ya Mkatoliki, but you claim that you serve the same God? How is it that the road is different but the destination is one? Because if there's one God na kama alitupia unajaribu kuniambia that alitupia choice, na maisha that yes kuna road in Zamianda but tuna climb the same mountain. Kuna msata enter straight. Kuna mtu atapanda ndege, kuna mtu ataenda na V8, kuna mtu pikipiki, but tunaenda the same mountain, unaona? So how comes God atupay to that choice? That like that ka formula yenye ulisema. Atupay tu formula bro. Formula hapa ni hii. Kama unajua wewe ni Muislamu, wewe ni Buddha, wewe nini? By the way nimekuja hapa mimi ni God na niwaambie acheni na hizo fala zote, kujeni Christianity, mfanyie hivi na kama mmekataa sasa msinilaumu because he's never done that. He's never really done that like you are maybe sleeping one day ama day tu moja tumesikia tu a voice. Sisi wote in the world tumesikia tu a voice from the sky. Sema kutoka leo ujue kama wewe ni Christian, wewe sijui ni Buddha, wewe achana na hizo vitu. Mimi ni God na niliwaumba wewe Muislamu. So kila mtu atafute venye anaweza ku get alert. Na msiniambie sikuambia na aende.
So the direction
was
given.
When
is given by God.
When did he give it?
Where? The SDS, let's say. From which source do they base their beliefs?
Yes.
The doctrines. The Catholics. Anglicans. And then, from which? Let's maybe talk about maybe the Christians only.
Yes.
Because we are calling ourselves Christians, and the destination is one, but the roots are different. Yeah, you see, the road map, when you go to SDA, the road map is Bible.
Okay.
We go to Catholic, their road map, Bible.
Yes.
You go to the Anglican, their road map,
Bible. Yes.
Then now you ask yourself, is it the drawing of these maps different or not?
Yes.
If you check, it is one.
Yes.
You ask yourself, then what is the difference?
Yeah.
Then one thing now remains. Understanding.
Understanding of the word.
Reading the map.
And understanding the map.
Understanding the map. That's now the challenge. The map is one. The instruction is one. Given by one person. But now the understanding. You know, even in a class, a teacher will give a concept or a formula to everybody, all students or all pupils in class, at the same time, same setting. But give the pupils now, do it. 1 hour each to each and every person.
Go ahead and do it. Yes.
Now do this, solve this. There's one question. And you see, they are finding different answers. Meaning, how they understood the formula, the concept is different. Here is understanding. Actually, that's what now theology is. How this map? Why is it that some are going east? Why are some are following east?
Yes.
Some are following west.
Yes. Others are going north.
Others are going on. No. Yet we are going to the same destination. Why are these people following this direction? Why are these people following this direction? They understand it and they believe that according to how we read and understand, it is east. With me, when I read this, I understand that it is west.
Tucheze north.
Tucheze north.
Because so it's understanding.
It's understanding.
The problem.
It's the problem. So this is what we should solve. That how should we understand the scripture?
Yeah.
And you always know that the devil is always against God's plan.
Yes.
And God's plan is to redeem mankind. But the devil wants to destroy this plan of redemption. So this is why you can see even in our churches today, we have different translations. This is very interesting. Just last Saturday, I read a text in the Bible, in one translation. And he said that God placed some things that look like angels to guard the Garden of Eden. In Luo, it puts it clear that gik moko machalo gi malaika. But other translations, God placed.
That's a very big difference.
To guard the garden, the tree of life. That's after man and sin. So God placed angels or things that looks like angels. And that is a Bible.
So which is which?
So which is which? So that's now theology. That you study this, and then you hear. And what was the original? What was the original text of this verse?
So where do you get the original
word?
How do you get the original nini now?
So that's why we see that the Bible was first written in which language? The old translation was written in Hebrew. The new is written in Greek. So when a word is written, what was the original word or sentence in the Hebrew context? And what was that meant?
Yes. Yeah.
That one now will bring us to understanding. You see? So that somebody will not go east and some are going west, some are south. We find that, no, it is not west. It is south. It is not Saturday. SDS, it is not Saturday. It is Sunday. We didn't maybe understand the meaning of this.
That leads me to a question,
You see there? So we need to dig deep and understand the map. So I was bringing that the devil may also come chip in.
The devil
in translation.
It's always in the details.
Okay? In translation. To bring a counter map. A counter
that looks like
that
map,
map, but inside it there are some arrows. You place some arrows that challenge.
Yes.
And then somebody say, but this one, what is this one? Somebody
like I remember in KCSE when exams were about to come, sahi tunaenda kusit for paper 1 English. kuna hiyo leakage inatoka. Kuna hiyo leakage real, kuna leakage ilikuwa inaitwa ammonia. So kumbe ni ammonia imekaa manze isha lead watu south manze wana revise kitu haiko bana. Ukikuja pale kwa exam sasa una sweat tu mkono manze. What am I seeing now? And what did I see? Na umejua pale watu walikuwa wanaandika mikono hapa manze unaandika all those manner of
reaching the exam room, you find totally different.
Yeah, ammonia ndio ilikuja kumbe manze na hiyo umejua inakupeleka off kabisa juu hadi vitu ulikuwa unajua sasa manze zinapotea kwa hii the original exam juu sasa manze.
So the understanding is always different. And how do you know that you're understanding it right and there's someone who's understanding it?
So that's why
wrong.
We say that let's not number one, let's not depend on one translation. Let's go for the original.
And maybe let me ask again, how do you know
and understand those languages? That's why with us in school we study those languages.
The Hebrew,
the Hebrew, the Greek. In fact, theology. That's the Catholic bishops. They are good theologians because they study more about the languages. It's very important. So understanding the original languages will help you understand these new translations.
Before you even before you go to any other thing, I was trying to ask earlier, how did you come up with the Saturday day, and how did Catholics come up with the Sunday day, and what is the difference? Because it looks like that is the controversial war that has been there
Actually, it's true.
from way back. What is Sunday representing, and what is Saturday representing, and how comes every SDA is being told negative things about Sundays, and every Sunday guy is being told negative things about Saturday?
Now, the SDS, if I begin on their side, SDS believe that Saturday is the Sabbath day, based on what is written in the Bible. That the Bible records in Matthew that when Jesus was crucified, he was crucified on a Friday. And then he died on a Friday and was crucified on Friday before the sunset. And then there is a verse that states clearly that it was Sunday morning. Sunday. He mentioned Sunday morning. The first day of the week. And the Sabbath has ended. You get that? So Sunday comes after Sabbath. So it means Sabbath ends and then we move to Sunday. Because the Bible lets it was on a Sunday early in the morning and the Sabbath it ended.
Yeah, and maybe to just add that.
So
Christ was also crucified before sunset for him to rest on a Sabbath. For them not to break the laws of the Sabbath and just rest, for him to now be raised on the third day.
On the third day. Yeah. But now that sentence that Sunday and Sabbath was another one, the second one.
There's a clear indication
of this Sabbath. The second one is this one. The time Jesus was being crucified. The Bible said that it was on a Friday, a preparation day, and the Sabbath was drawing near. Sabbath was drawing near. And then on Sunday, the Sabbath had ended. So you ask yourself, and Jesus took how many days?
It's very true.
3 days.
It's very true about the Sabbath. But is it
so that one gives?
Is it that people
those believe on a Saturday as the Sabbath, the that
They go ahead.
Yes. That
Yes.
they believe
Worship,
on
worshiping in
worship
the
on
right
a Sabbath, on a Saturday as the Sabbath according to the script. The scripture.
Which is very right, and I'm not against that.
Now the Catholics.
Yes.
Okay, there is nowhere in the Bible. There is nowhere in the Bible, I believe so, where it is indicated that Sunday was a Sabbath day or a day of worship.
Sunday has never been a Sabbath day. It's always been Saturday. But you know, Catholics have Mass. They don't have Sabbath. You guys call the whole church process, you call it a Sabbath. The whole church process of Catholic, they call it a Mass.
Okay, Mass is written in the Bible.
I don't know. But you know, I'm here to find out.
Now,
We'll get a Catholic pastor and he will explain to us.
What we are looking here is the day of worship.
Yes.
Which day should we worship? That's the major problem you ask.
Yes.
Which day of worship? Now, the Sundays, they worship on those the other Christians. They believe that Sunday is the day of worship. The other Christians believe that Sabbath day, not only SDS.
Yes. There are other people. Kunata watu wa roho when they worship
on Saturday.
Yes.
And they believe that Saturday is the day of worship. Based on the text which I've just said.
Yes.
That it was on a Friday and the Sabbath was drawing near. And the word Sabbath was a day of worship according to the Hebrew.
Yeah, but if it's that obvious, because you know, if you're saying if you're saying that it's written there, I'm yet to confirm. I don't want to maybe be against it or with it. I'm saying this because I'm yet to confirm. After this, I'm going to confirm the verses. If you're saying that it's that obvious and it's written in the Bible, then why is it that the mass, like a very huge mass of people in the world, worship on Sunday?
But let me come in there. This book, The Great Controversy, that I once read, all of us at one point in time, we are worshiping. Kila mtu alikuwa na worship on Sunday. Imagine, because there are the dark ages where all the Bibles in the entire universe, they were being done away with. Ili watu tu wasipate kusoma by Biblia. And then there are people like Martin Luther King, ambao walianza kusoma Biblia, and then they started walikuwa napata tu Bible out of yani walikuwa naenda library, and then they met the Bible, wakaanza ku notice some mistakes in the Bible, and then that's where the Protestant churches came in. Watu wakaprotest, wakaona these Catholics, juu sasa kila mtu alikuwa Catholic church, and then watu wakaprotest. Hawa watu wa Catholic wanatudanganya, hii haifai kufanywa na wanafanya, hii haifai kufanywa na wanafanya. That's now the Protestant churches came in. Now we were still worshiping on Sunday, kila mtu bado alikuwa Sunday, and then watu tena wakaenda wakasoma Biblia tena.
But you know,
hii sasa hii kitu ameelezea tena.
Kama unasema hivyo, you know, just on your point, kama unasema hivyo that there's a point where everybody in the world alikuwa worship on Sunday. But you see, the Bible is older than the Catholic Church. See, let's just start from there. The Bible is older than the Catholic Church.
Yes.
Na Bible yenye ilikuja before Catholic Church imetuambia that yenyewe Yesu alisulubiwa on Friday. How to have to take a break when the church on Saturday, then Sunday ndo wakakuja to the tomb, wakapata the tomb is open.
Now,
Manisha, it is an information that were done by our forefathers like long time ago.
Yeah, church Sabbath was changed. I really believe
before
that.
Catholics even came, before even the Adventists came, before any church came, before ile time ilikuwa Marioo's too and everything. No. So how comes your transition ilikuja to
from Sabbath to Sunday,
from Saturday to Sunday? Alafu kuna wenyewe sasa waka remain kuwa Sundays. The Protestants, by there are a lot of Protestants when they still go on Sundays. But SDS as one of the Protestants walikuja Sato. Na maybe Raw, na maybe our church Bride of the Lamb and others too. How comes that big? Because that is a very, I feel like that's a very big deal.
Actually, not all Bible is older than the Catholic and the New.
Oh.
The Old Testament is older.
Yes.
The New Testament
is now ilikusanywa, si ndio?
No, the New Testament was written after
the Catholic was established,
because they were used after the death of Christ. already the Christian church
Was there.
was there.
Yes. Yes.
The Christian church, what is older than the Christian community? The Christian community is the New Testament. Those ones were there before.
So there was a Catholic church in the Old Testament. Kulikuwa na Catholic church.
No. Catholic church it's a Christ. By the way, the word Catholic, Catholic is not a denomination about it. It is the word Catholic means universal. It was a universal. It was a
universal church name
of the Christian.
See,
Everybody who believed in Christ,
yes,
in the whole world,
it's called a Catholic.
Was called a Christian. But now they were given the name Catholic to mean it is a universal thing. The word Catholic means universal.
Christianity was founded Antioch, right?
Yes.
Christianity, the whole Christianity thing, it was founded at Antioch. Something of that sort.
Yes.
But Antioch is after Jesus amekufa and everything.
It's after.
Now about the apostles now.
Yes. It's
Kumanisha,
after.
when Christianity.
You remember Jesus said that on this I will build my church.
Yes,
on the rock, on this rock. So after Jesus died, then the disciples, they began that movement.
Mashakama, these people began the movement after Jesus died. Is it right that these easy scriptures because now that walikuwa have the whole, they studied Christendom, ndio sasa walikuwa nakusanya the scriptures to just make it whole. I try to imagine that if the whole Christendom ilifanyika after Jesus amekufa and everything, now from the New Testament wameandika that it was Sabbath day. They didn't mean that there's kulikuwa na Adventist your time. They meant that even the Jews who were at that time walikuwa na Sabbath na walikuwa na worship kwa Sato. And now that everyone is not Jews, Jews is like a very small population. So I want to find out the Palestinians. I believe that kila mtu sasa alipatia right yake, because I feel Catholic ilikuja na transgression ingine to change. They have even armies. From the book that I read, they had even armies to like just come to villages and torch them if you didn't believe in their church. And they're so convicted that it is the right movement and they're doing it for God, which they did. And they almost conquered the whole world. So at what point did the whole, the whole thing turn around to now them being the ones who have maybe misunderstood the Bible, which was written by them? Because you've said the Bible didn't, the New Testament, which we are referring to, didn't exist until them.
Good.
But the old was there.
The old was there. Now, the old was there. All Christianity,
yes,
the Christian body,
yes,
they were following Jesus as their foundation.
Yes.
So,
Jesus was their Messiah.
Their Messiah. That was the best example they were following.
Yes.
Because even their name is the word Christ.
Yes.
So Christians.
Yes.
So they follow Christ.
Yes.
Now the first 4 gospel books gives us the life history
of
Jesus.
Yes.
How Jesus lived.
Yes.
And out of that history, out of that, the things that were written about Jesus, how Jesus lived,
yes,
tells us that Jesus, number one, was keeping Sabbath. And in the same records in the Gospels, tells us that Jesus whom we believe that we are following,
yes,
that Sabbath which he kept was on this day, You get that?
I get that.
So it means that there was a problem somewhere. There was a misunderstanding of the writings. People were reading, but maybe people were not understanding the writings of Jesus. The writings about Jesus. The life is true.
So
But you see,
it
Jesus
means
was
that
a-
at
was a
some
Jew.
point in time there
Jesus
was
was
some
a Jew.
darkness.
And Jesus alipata kama Jewish walikuwa na worship on Sunday.
On Santo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me, I figure out, just as a basic reader, I think, nafikiria, this is just what I think. I feel like the Catholics decided to do theirs on Sunday, and maybe other many Protestants they decided to do theirs on a Sunday, because they may choose to worship on Sato based on their calendar.
It is believed that day which they believed
Yes.
was a divine direction.
To me, kwa dream, and he said to me,
Because this Sunday thing,
I
it
feel
has
like-
to have like a very hawa tumeandika, because Catholics use the same Bible. Nata kwa Matthew yao, Matthew yetu ndo Matthew yao. Nata kwa Matthew yao imeandikwa hiyo Sato. So how comes, it's like the Bible says that, I've not confirmed, but if it says that, then ni kitu nyata fala fulani tu ametolewa class 2 watakuja sema yenyewe ni Sato. Jesus alisulubiwa Friday, wakarelax Sato, wakaenda Sunday kumaanisha Sato ndo watu wanafaa. Next time we'll just call a Sunday pastor, nata to explainia to the understanding behind worshiping on Sunday. Ndo tuielewe sana, because maybe we are missing something.
Sure.
Okay.
Understand.
There is something also we need to understand. From the beginning, that is how God did everything. Just from the beginning, day 1, day 2, day 3.
Akarest on Sunday.
On the 7th day,
Yeah.
Sunday.
On the 7th day.
On the 7th day.
Yes.
So, and that 7th day is
Do-
what
Eh,
that 7th day. Somebody will ask you, how do you know? We go through the Bible. The same Matthew 28 verse 1. I'm reading. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began the dawn towards the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre.
You're done.
The first day of the week. In Kijaluo, it is on a Sunday, Jumapili. Wacha nisome kwa Kiswahili, tafsiri la Kiswahili. Inasema aje,
really enjoying this.
yeah. Hata Sabato
Yes.
ilipokwisha,
Yes.
ikapambazuka siku ya kwanza ya juma.
Yeah, because Sunday is the first day of the week.
The first day of the week.
Yes.
And according to God's creation,
He
and
rested on the
his day,
7th day.
on the 7th day. If you start from Sunday, which one is the 7th day?
Saturday is the 7th
Saturday
day.
is the 7th day. God hallowed the day, He blessed the day.
But
and He said,
swali ni moja, bro. Swali tu ni
So,
moja.
swali yako naelewa.
Yeah.
Swali yako naelewa ni mbona ikawa kwamba watu wengine wakabadilika
Wakakuwa
on Sunday?
and they are very
This is a
much
very
convinced.
discussion.
that's why I was
And
telling
this is
him
research.
that
There
there's
is
this
somebody who made
dark
this
period.
thing.
There was this dark period ambapo hakukuwa na Biblia. They were trying to like burn every sort of evidence that
Who was
could
burning?
be-
Who was burning the Bible?
Yeah,
And why?
you see, Ikitu, it's a whole thing that we can't really break down today. But then,
Nipige tu trailers, nipige movie.
sawa.
Nipige
Trailer
trailer.
inasema, there's this time that the world people, when they are not believers of God, they got into the church. And then when they got into the church, they wanted the church to, they started dominating the church, and they started bringing their doctrines. You see, like we bring politicians into the church.
Vikings.
Yeah. Then when they started dominating the church, now they took control of the church, and now they were like, they wanted to turn the laws of God in the church. You get? And that's the time that when they took over the church, they brought that dark moment when they are now banning the Bible. They didn't want people, and they turned the Sabbath to...
And don't you think that Catholics have read that controversy story?
They
and
know,
they
I
know
think-
very well that yenyewe cheki kuna venye hapa tulienda
they know.
tuanze tu kutoka leo tuende Sato.
They know.
Let me give you a short history about this. Christianity began under the government or the empire of the Rome. When Empire Nero was the king, was the
So Christianity
began in Rome. When Rome was let me say maybe the supernatural, the superpower by then.
Na walikuwa kosato.
But then they cut the Christianity with their teachings. When I say Christianity, there was nothing like SDA. It was the general Catholic universal church. Many people are joining, but their teachings were against. You get me? Their teachings were against some
laws by the
laws of the government.
Of the government, yes.
Of the government of Rome.
Okay.
So the Christianity,
the Christians that were in Rome,
the Christians, that movement, it was a threat to the government.
Okay. Equal opposition.
It's like an opposition. So the government of Rome was against this movement.
Okay.
Allow me call it movement. Okay.
Yes.
So they started to
Suppress them.
So the persecution began.
Yes.
The more the history, this is not even in the Bible. You go to the history, you even Google, it is true. The more they suppressed, the more they persecuted the Christians, the more they increased. Until this empire, Constantine, came into power. When Constantine came into power, this is what he did.
Now they do want Christendom because they had some teachings that go against their law. Ni kama sahi nimetoa church fulani niko na
Raila.
No, ni kama sahi nimeanzisha tu church fulani inasema nisipay tax. Na gavana anataka tax. So sisi sisi church yetu according to church yetu mimi siendi ku pay tax because pastor aliniambia nisipay. So kule pastor ndo nani? Pastor ndo anajaribu kutu.
So they want to do away.
So the government didn't fight your church.
So the government of Rome wanted to eliminate the Christian. But now when Constantine came into power, this is what he did. He pretended he converted to be a Christian. He joined the church. Because by then, the more the former empire was suppressing, the more they were increasing. You killed 3 people, tomorrow thousands have joined.
You burn them,
you burn them,
you put the ashes
they
in the
join.
water. When
So,
kunywa hiyo maji wanabadilika.
Constantine,
Was very funny.
in fact, that was very funny.
Watu watabadilika mzee. Jimaji.
You kill, maybe you slash the head of somebody and then the blood splink into somebody.
That person anabadilika.
So Constantine said that no.
Hiyo ni kaka.
He converted to be a Christian. And then he is the one who said no persecution for the Christianity. In fact, he is the one who ended the persecution of the Christian. The Constantine. So when he ended the persecution, he joined the church, and then he made the Christian church an official religion of the state. Constantine. He made now the Christian, now you are free. You have the freedom of worship. Because he also joined as a member. He converted him as a member. That was a very serious thing. That conversion of Constantine, when he joined, then Constantine tried to use that power that vibe that the church had, so that he can also use that, because he's now a member, help him
change the laws,
rule the world.
Rule Rome.
Because this movement is very strong.
Yes.
And many people are joining. So you see, when I can join these people,
I can rule.
Because
now they have the numbers.
Kama sahi Raila salimiani na Ruto. Sana ila rule watu wa Raila.
That is that. So he joined. So he ruled. And he was trying now to bring the church and the government together.
Okay.
But that unity When immediately the church joined with
The government.
there was an agreement. Drop this, we also drop this. Drop this, we also drop this.
Oh yeah, kulikuwa ni kama treaty fulani.
You see that?
Signed
There's
MOU, ile MOU Raila na Ruto walisign.
That's what happened by then, by Constantine.
Okay.
So there is where the issue of let's use what? Sunday as the day of
Worship.
we want now make Sunday to be the official day of worship.
What was wrong with Saturday?
That was going to favor something in the government of You get that?
Okay.
But that was against the what?
The will of the church.
The scripture.
But church iliona okay sawa.
But now
tushafanya collab.
because the tushafanya collab.
So itabidi tume lose some. Nyinyi pia
lose this, then we march together.
Kabisa. Yeah.
Now these people who say no, this issue of collabo,
collabo ni normal.
Hii collabo ni normal.
Yani kama
inatupeleka
Raila,
wrong direction.
Naruto, lakini sasa kuna
Akina Babu Wino
kuna baada ya
wengine wakasema no,
tunajua baba ni
wengine
baba.
wakasema no.
Yeah,
Hii collabo ya church na government. It is not right. That's what happened. Then some the Protestants. You see. Now the Protestants say no. So it's not Saturday.
So
it is not Sunday, it is Saturday.
Saturday. So I think this is where now the Bible was now being banned. Umesoma wapi?
Yes.
So those hapa ndio maana tunaenda
actually. Those who are now refusing now. We've accepted broad-based government. You get that?
But
we are still again you see the way we were being persecuted. But here now we have somebody who has accommodated us together. We are now free. And then you are also again refusing. So the persecution again started. But now it was on a lingling way. Get me that? It was on a lingling way now.
It was very secretive
now. Secretive.
Unauliwa chini ya maji sasa.
But the more they were being killed, that their teaching spreaded. So that's why the church, the Catholics, whom we now know the Catholics, still remain on a Sunday. And then the Protestants say no, that's not.
A lot of Protestants bado wamebaki Sunday.
Yeah,
sasa pale ile map alisema.
The whole team. And then in that government there was that freedom of you can live a life which you like.
Which you want. Yeah.
You're a Christian, but
you can form your church.
You not can form your church. You know this restriction. Do not do this.
Do not dress long for the guns.
Unajua church imejoin na gava.
So when the Protestants say no, but the Bible says we should
dress like
this way. You should dress this way. Where do you think many people will go? Where they are free. Pastoring is not in me. So that is there.
So maybe
and then in life we need to
nasema there is a big difference between kuwa a pastor na kuwa a theologian.
So Africa, before you start, there are these questions that Africa, we are still live.
Yes, we still live.
So maybe there are these questions that anaitwa mwenye
the last person that we interviewed
alikuachia some questions.
And wewe pia lazima uache questions. Any question too that you have.
So I answer.
So nitakusomea ujibu alafu wewe pia utaachia mwenye atakuja next.
Some questions, any question that you feel unaweza uliza anyone. About religion, about life, about inspiration.
Na kitu tu ambayo ungependa kujibu. Then you ensure you watch
and you have to promise as you're coming next because we will not touch anything about your life. Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, come.
So, swali la kwanza ni, what name do you call your wife?
Wow.
Your wife will be watching this, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I call my wife Mommy.
Mami, wow. Maybe ni hadi question yangu.
Usiadi question yako. Usiongeze swali yako kwa swali ya mtu.
Ni sawa. Akasema, where in this world would you take your family? Akaongeza hapo, be honest. Maybe
where I will take my family.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe on a vacation.
Nasijui mbona, nasijui how mse alijua the next person we interview
atakuwa na wife.
Where in Kenya or
anywhere
World, in the entire
anywhere in the world.
universe.
Where will you prefer to take your family?
maybe in a tour, something like that.
Yes.
I take my wife, my family to places like, let's say in Kenya, to places like Garissa and Mandera.
Mbona Garissa na Mandera? Sinadhani Garissa na Mandera mazee, there's a lot of war and conflict.
It's a dry place.
Why will you take your family there?
For this reason, maybe one among many.
Yes.
You know, we always love luxury. We go take our families to places where they go enjoy, but we don't learn much. But when I take my family to
Garissa.
places like Garissa and Mandera, I believe that when we come back,
They will really appreciate
my family will appreciate
Life.
the kind of life you're living.
one, the love that God has for us.
Yes.
After comparing the kind of the life those people are living there, where you walk on a way and you find cow, dog is just dead because of
Lack of water.
the
drought.
The way people are surviving along, maybe you are approaching the Mandera. It's that kind of life. I believe that will be a very learning area for my family.
That's a serious teaching.
That's nice. So, akauliza tena, where did you meet your wife?
Wow.
Alikuwa na swali nzuri.
I met my wife in school.
Ulienda kusomea theology shule.
We were in the same school. My story is somehow, I don't know how to say
High
it,
school,
but
You don't have to
high
say that.
high
word.
school.
You don't.
Ah.
High school.
Yes.
High school lovers to nice.
It was this way. I don't know what time. It was in high school. That's where I met the woman I'm married to.
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
I went to school when I was a bit mature. I was older in age because my foundation was. So I reached high school when I did my Form 4. Actually, I was mature. But when I was there, I saw. I reached a level of identifying a wife material. Actually, not the issue of boyfriend, girlfriend, but I was in a level of identifying a wife material at that when I was. That is me. I identified that lady as a lady who would be good in being
Your wife.
my wife. I approached her when we were almost out. when we were
now when you are now from four.
Mimi nimekuwa nikikucheki unaweza kwa wife.
Yes.
Hey,
Kamwambia tu hivyo wife.
Set a girlfriend.
I approached the woman I married. I told the first time that I don't want you to be my girlfriend, I want you to be my wife. That was my first statement to her. And she told me, let's finish the school. And in fact, many said that no, never can you marry your classmate. But for sure, to me, I knew that was not my classmate. Because if I was to be, the level was to be, by that time, I was to be of a higher level than her. So to me, I knew that this is not my classmate. It's only that life has pushed me to be here with her. But she was not my classmate. I knew that. So that's what gave me morale that I can go.
So you just went there to find a wife?
No. That's not God's plan.
Nilikuwa nangoja hiyo. I was really waiting for you kuingiza God.
I once told somebody this and somebody said that
I was waiting.
You are a bad boy in school. But actually I was not bad.
I was waiting for you kuingiza God. You mnaingizanga God hadi place yenye hafai.
His last question was, what is the biggest lie you have ever told to someone?
The biggest lie you've ever told.
The biggest lie.
Even if it's not the biggest, but able to cheza na one of the biggest lie. Maybe
kubwa yenye utaki hata kushare manze.
But the ones you can share.
The biggest you can share.
Biggest lie maybe I'm saying.
Okay. I think this is one of the biggest.
One of the biggest.
One of the biggest. I remember I was in high school. That was okay, I don't want to mention the name of the school.
Okay.
I was in my high school. And then there was a strike. So when there was a strike
in your high school.
Okay. And
you're trying to filter the truth now. You're trying to remember you're a pastor. Now hapa sisi tutatumia hiyo mistari. Remember you're a pastor. Let's use that one. Disclaimer. Hapo the disclaimer.
So that was a strike. You happened to for sure I studied in more than 2 high schools.
Okay.
That's why I told you that the foundations there was a lot of hiccups.
Yes.
So I will not mention which school was that. So when there was a strike, I was one of the organizers of the strike.
Okay. Now that is before the calling, I hope.
That was before. That was before.
Hapo ningeshangaa manzi uko na calling na wendo
akona calling letter.
Unapewa calling letter na bado na
that one I was.
Joacha vitu za dunia.
No.
Yo.
That was one of the organizers of the strike. And after organizing the strike, I sneaked and I went home.
Kacha strike imechemka hapa wewe.
Imechemka kabisa. Of course it happened, but I was not
in the picture.
That was by then. Do you see?
You're very cunning. You're very cunning fellow. Unaacha kitu imechemka vizuri. Alafu una left.
Nilinunua fueli ya kuchoma shule and stuff.
No. We didn't go to that level. And then back at home. lied.
Unaenda kudanganya aje pastor?
Then he was not a pastor.
By then I was not.
I know, but you are narrating it now, and you are a pastor. So I'm just reminding you to give us the details.
Ulidanganya aje?
I lied. I lied. That that was serious. I wanted some money from my parents. This money was going to, I wanted to use it for
To finance the strike.
the strike. Finance the strike.
So you strike ishaanza shule, so umerudi home.
Ashachemsha.
So to mobilize the funds. That was I lied for sure.
What was the lie?
This was the whole point of the whole story. The lie.
The lie now.
That is just a story. No, the lie.
No. The lie was that I wanted. I went home. That there was the money which was needed to in school.
To do what?
I think I said that we were going. I think I mentioned a number of activities. We were to go somewhere. At the same time, we are needed with this. Maybe books or something like that. So I wanted the amount to be fat a bit. I was given money. I was given that money, by the way.
Kind of finance.
So it's like on the way
Back to school.
Something came into my mind.
You were called.
I don't know if I was called. That I should not do that. I reached school that in the evening, and we were to strike
The next day.
Money.
the night. The night.
Strike inakuanga
Night.
Oh. So hii pesa ilikuwa mnunue nayo nini za strike?
I changed my mind.
You had to buy fuel.
Nasikia penye pasi ana heba.
You had to buy fuel, fuel ya kuchoma.
Nasikia penye ana heba.
Okay. We were to buy fuel.
Nataki kuadmit.
We were to buy fuel and burn school. But I changed my mind. I don't know what changed my mind. I just felt guilty. Actually, by that time, schools were being banned.
Yeah.
There were a lot of strike. And I remember there was a school that where some students died. So something like that came into my mind. That now if we do this and then maybe some students die. I felt that guilt in me.
You couldn't live with that.
That there was some fear that came into me. But already I had lied, I had took money from, and now why I call it that, it is one of the biggest. Because of how that money was raised
by your parents.
By my parents.
They really struggled.
They struggled
to raise that money.
So it haunted me.
So what did you use this money for? Maybe
we called off, by the way.
And then you spent this money.
We called off. I squandered it.
Oh, Mandazi.
Yeah, you know life. That was by then.
Spoil your wife to be here. Thank you for creating time for us. Manze, Pasi, it's been a good time having you to explain something that was very crucial to our life and our well-being. But we'll need you next time to explain about your life,
Thank you.
before pastorhood, before everything. And Pia, some tough questions, because we're going to invite a Catholic pastor to just give us his perspective, ndo tujue his side of the story, like tunajua sasa your side of the
That
story.
will be healthy.
So thank you for creating time with us. Just to wind up, unaweza ambia nini mtu amekuwa kiwatch, just a word of inspiration or a word of encouragement before you go.
As we leave, I want to tell maybe those who, the person who's watching or viewing us that life is a journey. We are struggling, everybody is struggling to make life better. But I want to say that God has a plan, and good plans for each and every person.
Yes.
And any situation that you may find yourself in now, any situation you may find yourself in now or in future, God may design it to be so. By the way, there's nothing that happens that is a surprise to God.
He's the designer.
He allows, sometimes we pass through challenges, sometimes good moments.
Yes.
So when such any challenge comes on your way, maybe you're a businessman, you are a family, in your family, anywhere, just trust in the designer, because he's the controller of everything. That's very important, by the way. Committing everything into the will of the designer, the controller, because you cannot manage life by yourself. You cannot.
Yeah.
So the best way, roll your challenges, whichever situation you are in, what you are doing, your plans, into the
hands of
great designer, the great controller.
Yes.
And then everything will be, don't carry a burden which is not yours. Yeah, don't carry a burden which is not. Even if some family, maybe you are a youth and you are going through a challenge, there's some that you cannot solve by yourself.
Leave them to God.
Yeah, leave them to God.
Yeah.
And then do your part. Just the level you can do. But trust in God. God will open a way. God will open a way.
Thank you.
That's
so
what
much.
I can say.
Yeah. Give us your last word.
So my last word today, thank you very much for staying tuned up to this very moment. It shows that you are such a loyal person to us and you mean so much to us. And so grateful, man. What I have today, this is a meme that was written by one of my friends. So I'm going to own it for today because we relate so much with these things.
Okay.
Some days we kill two birds with one stone. Yes. Other days we use 7 stones
To kill
one bird. Lakini manze, today this bird was
almost killed me. It's a wrap. Nani alisema hiyo shit? Nani alisema hiyo kitu? Sema nani alisema hiyo kitu? Ni mimi nilisema hiyo shit, sawa? Ni mimi nilisema hiyo kitu.